So winter's coming. It's the next night, and the next night I think we're going to be down to, well, tonight it's going to be 2 degrees, then 0, -1, -2 the next night, -3, and then we're down to like -5. So I'm digging my plants in for winter. So winter preparation. Wow, it's something else to see all my plants, all my trees, and that's not all of them. A bunch more to put in. It's tomorrow night, it's -1. Tonight it'll be 2 degrees, so we should be okay. So I do have all tomorrow to tuck them in, and then the next day it's like -4, and then we're into like a -8 coldest. So that's quite cold, so they need to be in there. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of show you what I do. Basically bury all the pots, and then I put leaves. You can't see so much, those are the leaves just from the maple, but I put the leaves on top here just to give it like an extra layer of protection. So, you know, and I have this pear tree up above here, and the snow will actually gather on there, and it could just slop right down. You know, freezes, gets heavy, and then just comes down hard. So I put my willows kind of semi under, but I did try to, I'm not going to put plants under this because that could just crush them. So, and the willows are pretty strong and hardy, and they'll lose their leaves. So they might, you know, even if a branch comes off, it's okay. They're just the starters. Here's this one I collected last year. I didn't do anything with it. The roots were just coming out the bottom of the pot. So next year it's going to be a really kind of funky design. It's got these two sort of trunks coming up. So I don't know if I just make it one and pull the tree all down around me. I really want to highlight that and pick out dead woods and pieces and whatnot. Like this is all dead. So that could be a nice shari, but yeah, so they're just healed in. Here's the bird's nest spruce I had just worked on, and I was just listening to Ryan Neal's fall wrap-up videos, video, and he was talking about don't trim conifers right before they go dormant. They just don't have the energy to kind of recuperate and build, and it just hurts them a lot. So we'll see. I think that one will do fine because it's young, it's vigorous. I think it will just do fine, and it was amazing growth this year, so I think I'll be okay. But just a thought, and for other people, if they're thinking, oh, now's a good time to trim my conifers, it's not. You know, nice larch in there. There's that spruce, you know, got a couple maples, that sort of forest clump style spruce. Sort of a white pine in there. Mugo, junipers getting that fall color. I always worry, I go, oh my gosh, it's dying, and maybe some of this is hard to, I just can't figure it out yet. This one is a cedar. It's a yellow cedar, so it's actually supposed to go this color. So this is just totally normal. I let it grow out tons. I have a video that I did like way back last year And I just let it grow this year. I should have repotted it or cleaned it out or something, but never got around to it. Yeah, so what I do is I put the leaves all in there. And this is the trembling aspen. Shimpaku juniper, left the wire on there. So, and this is steel wire. It's not biting in at all. Well, teeny bit certain sections, but it's actually looking pretty good. So I'm gonna leave it for the year just to let it really gain that position. And I did look for some biting in. You can see there's a teeny bit right here. It's not actually as bad as it looks. So when you get up close. But yeah, that's that little juniper. You know, here's a tree I got, not this year, last year. It's kind of funky. I do have a video when I first collected it, and I had wrapped a lot of wire, and look at what happens, right? So it wasn't nearly as bit in as that, but I unwrapped it and just the scarring, and so this is a little bit yellower. I probably will cut this off here. I don't think that can survive long term, and it's just quite some scar. So I might make this like a twin trunk, one tree coming up here, have this as a second sort of tree. Lots of buds on my yard collected tree, so I'm not going to prune it, but you can just see there's just buds everywhere coming up. So really looking nice. I like the look of this one. The front's on the other side. As you can see, this is a strange root, and anyways, this straight one I'm going to take off, so it'll just have the two coming up, and this one will be hidden behind this one, or sorry, the other way around. This will be hidden behind this one, and so that looks like a little bit more like a branch. A little azalea. When I was talking to the azalea rhododendron, when I was talking to the lady at the nursery, she said they don't winter that well. So bring it near the house if possible. I kind of have it in there, in behind the other trees for sort of wind shelter. You know, I do get quite a wind coming in from this side. So, you know, I built a barrier kind of over there with the dirt. I didn't want to dirt up all this whole grass area. I will put some boards up above though, just to slow the wind down. And, you know, I tried to make them level to the ground, if not just a teeny bit down, but I didn't want them like deep in there. I thought, you know, as the cool air comes in, it'll just get sucked down there if it's too cold. So that was kind of my thought. So I do have it kind of all at ground level. Yeah, is it ever strange to see a bunch of my trees in there? I mean, it's kind of cool actually seeing them all in there with their fall colors. But yeah, just some thoughts on how to winter. Like I said, it gets to -15 maybe for 3 days at the coldest in this area, and there'll be lots of snow. So these will all be covered in snow. I won't even see the top of this. This will all be covered in snow. So that will help insulate the ground. It's really this first month where it just gets really cold, or can get cold, and there's no extra insulation. So that's why I got the leaves in there. Yeah, I may have to water at some point. We'll just see how the weather goes.